So since pretty much giving up coffee, which I did a couple of years ago, I am obsessed with green tea. I love it. And I particularly like matcha green tea, which is a very fine green powdered form of green tea. It's very concentrated. And as green tea contains antioxidants called polyphenols, they're very, very concentrated in good quality matcha tea, but it has to be good quality, because nowadays you see green tea in pretty much everything. You go to the coffee shop and you can get a green tea latte, but for the most part that will be a lower quality matcha and it'll be mixed in a powder with a lot of sugar. So much better off you make it at home. So what I do is I love my green tea latte. I just put 1 teaspoon of green tea powder, and my favorite matcha powder is called Hotcha matcha. And so I put 1 teaspoon of Hotcha matcha in a large mug or cup, and then I put in hot water, but it mustn't be boiling because you don't want to burn your green tea. So, you know, about 5 minutes off the boil, in my water goes. And then with a whisk, or I have this little thing that's actually especially for matcha green tea, a little bamboo whisk, you do a zigzag motion so that you break up all of the powder. And then I add steamed milk, and I actually like steamed coconut milk, but of course you can add any kind of milk you want. And delicious. What would life be without a green tea latte? Now the other thing that I do often with my Hotcha matcha is I make a smoothie or a Frappuccino. Now again, go to the coffee shop and you can now get at most of them a green tea Frappuccino, but I promise you it'll either have a lot of sugar in it or they will add a sugary syrup. And so much better that you make a really healthy one at home, and actually much less expensive as well, even if you get your really good quality green tea Hotcha matcha. So in a little blender, I put in 1 teaspoon of my matcha, of my Hotcha matcha, and then I put in half a banana, I put in crushed ice, a little bit of raw agave nectar to sweeten it, and then whatever milk I like, which actually I like almond milk. And so, beautiful green color, and that is the perfect afternoon or morning pick-me-up. And then finally, the other thing that I absolutely love doing with my green tea, my matcha green tea, is baking. And I bake a lot, and my favorite way of incorporating matcha into my baking is a muffin. You can put it in pound cake, any kind of cake, cookies, but it really, I think, works best in a muffin. These are dairy-free muffins, and they're very low in sugar. They're actually on my food blog, the recipe is, which is Simply Gorgeous Food. And oh my gosh, they are so good. I'm actually going to break one in half so you can see, I don't know whether you can see the beautiful green color. Oh my gosh, they are so delicious. So, matcha green tea powder. Super, super healthy. Tastes delicious if you mix it in all these wonderful combinations. And if you are trying to cut down or give up on coffee, this might be a really good way to go for you, because of course green tea does contain caffeine, but it's a small amount of caffeine. And unlike coffee that gave me that buzz, and part of the reason I gave it up was that I just felt so hyper and sort of jacked up on it, green tea is just a beautiful, nice lift of caffeine, and it keeps your energy levels just absolutely regular all day long. So that's it from me, and I really highly recommend matcha green tea powder, but make sure it's a really good quality one. And I like my Hotcha matcha